Poor Mike.
No, that's he's in practice. The last time I arm wrestled was when I arm wrestled him years ago.
Really?
Yeah, you're actually in practice.
Yeah, but you like crush trucks in your arms and stuff.
But yes, go back to talk serious for a second.
I've been pretty lucky with that. I think the only thing I ever have a real problem with is I have a very specific sense of timing and pacing on a page, and like the beats, the way a page progresses and stuff. You'll see in Powers, I'll separate. I'll have like widescreen panels and then like square panels, and the reason for that would be those three widescreens. It's like a moment of itself within a page. It's very subtle and stuff. And sometimes that's even in the script. I can just tell from the way that you're writing the characters, and there's a change in the page, and sometimes, well. Yeah, a lot of times other artists have a different sense of timing and pacing and don't pick up on it. So sometimes that's lost in the script, but that's the worst experience I've ever had.
Well, I think all of us have had this very unique thing where we're alone in our room and we're the sole creative voice on our books and this went on for like a decade. You know what I mean? Where you were working with other people throughout, but there's also, but me and David particularly, David is the sole author, and I was doing my graphic novels where I was the letterer, I was everything, right? So you go from that to, I'm working with Joe Quesada, and then I start collaborating with Mark Bagley, who is a master collaborator, and I don't know him from Adam, and then I learned that collaboration itself is an art form.
Yeah.
On top of whatever the craft is that you're doing, and it's more important than anything. Getting the best work out of good people.
And you do research on your artists, like you look at their stuff and say,
I'll
like
get into them. I'll building up to who I'm going to work with. I like read everything they've ever done and look at their best stuff and their whatever. So
I absolutely write differently for other artists than I would for myself. You want to take advantage of like what you think their strengths are and so on.
Yeah. The only bad experience, and that's not bad, but a strange experience with one Omega Flight is that Scott Collins and I actually communicate really, really well. And he knows exactly what I'm thinking, I know exactly what he's thinking on a page. To the point that I kind of stopped writing direction, and the editor, Andy Schmidt, was like, what's going on this page? I said, don't worry, Scott knows what's going on. He's like, no, but I need to know what's going on the page. And I'm like,
see, I went the other way on Bagley, where I started over, because I figured out that Bagley can do that magical thing, and you guys can do too, but mainstream, it's really special to find someone who could, like Peter's saying something, but he's thinking something else.
I love that, yeah.
Right? Yeah. And that is such a magical thing, and so I would write, what would have been 3 years ago, 10 on Peter, he's smiling, he's smiling because deep down he knows that Mary Jane really is the one for him, and though Kitty is, and then I go on and on and on, and I get the same reaction, but I start overwriting for it because I want to make sure, he can do it. So,
one of the things both of us did when we started at Marvel is we're so used to doing everything, we would give the artists layouts too. Sort of give them, just to give them like, so they know exactly what you're thinking, and they can sort of use that as a launch pad to then like bring whatever they want to it. And I did that with Quesada on Daredevil, where I would give him a certain amount of layouts just to say, hey, here's the idea I have. And he would take like the best part of the layouts, but then bring his own.
I really liked that collaboration because I thought you were giving him layout ideas that he wasn't going towards in his own work, and since then has taken that mindset with him to other projects. So you look at Daredevil Father, there's a little influence instilled from you.
Interesting.
Yeah, I really,
it is such an art of collaboration because you want it to be like bigger than the sum of its parts. You want it to be something that you wouldn't be capable of on your own, and vice versa. Yeah.
How great is it writing crowd scenes you don't have to draw?
I love it. It's like a twist of revenge. It's like there's 1,000 spears flying through the sky. If you think you've drawn enough, draw more.
No, but I always draw I write. My test of an artist is I ask for 100 ninjas. We'll see how many ninjas I get. Sometimes you get 3 ninjas and like 8 silhouette ninjas. You know what I mean? Like a lot of swords in the foreground.
Between a regular ninja and a silhouette ninja.
And then Lanil Yu gives me 100. You ask for 100 ninjas, you get 100 ninjas right there. It's 100 ninjas. Yeah. So that's a test of an artist's strength.
I could do 100 ninjas, except they're Photoshop copied and pasted.
Yes.
Loving your dicks.
That's when I was doing layouts, though, because when I went from writing from Stanford Twitch, I actually drew the whole book out, and I said, "Here, draw this," because I didn't know where the writing ended. That's It's all writing.
Yeah, I thought of that as writing too.
And I did that the whole time on Sandwich Twitch, and Alex, when he was here, he did it with me, and he seemed rather happy to have them and not have to think about it and watch TV and draw. And Bagley, I remember I did it for Bagley, and then he got the last, and he said, yeah, don't do that. Because seriously, man, have trust. And I was like, he's right, fucking trust the guy. The guy knows how to draw a page. I gotta tell him, I gotta show him how to draw it too. It's obnoxious. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, it's different. Like some people, Joe sometimes will say, hey, can somebody lay out something just to like save him time. It like took an element of time that he didn't have to, do, and he could just jump right on,
Exactly. All right, last couple of questions. I want to do some arm wrestling. Yes, sir.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm nobody board.
This is Godard from the message board.
We're just about to get you.
He is our inner voice. Anytime we're being mainstream sellouts, he's there to tell us.
When are we going to see you draw again?
I draw all the time.
When are we going to see you draw again?
I drew a cover of Powers 25,
It's true.
and he liked it.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly diddling around, man. I'm serious, not like Oeming diddling, but other. It's what we call in the Hebrew. We refer to it as
power.
power used to diddling. So I know you want me to draw, and I appreciate that, and I will draw again. I am torn because I get to work with these amazing artists, and even I have some creator-owned stuff coming out with different artists I'm working for. They're better artists than me. They're just better artists than me. So it's just it's good for me for right now. But I do like to draw, and I will draw again, and I promise you I will. I do like it, even though a lot of people did except for you.
The torso is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The others not so much, but torso.